Gracias a la vida me ha dado tanto, me dio dos luceros que cuando los abro.
KZUE, La Tremenda radio station under the leadership of Nancy Galvin, has been broadcasting for 15 consecutive years. For 15 years, the professionals working on the station have kept the same integrity, honesty, and respect for the public. Nancy Galvin, an outstanding Oklahoma City citizen, has shown by her actions how much she really cares about the Hispanic community, not only in this country, but in other countries as well. She has participated in a variety of humanitarian missions in the United States, Mexico, and other countries of South and Central America, bringing love and support to people with needs. For that reason, and so many more, we feel a great sense of pride in her as a professional and love for her as a great human being. The public, business people, and many loyal advertisers and vendors have made La Tremenda the #1 radio station in the state of Oklahoma. On May 15, 1989, the contract was signed for the purchase of the radio station. You can see the happiness in these faces for being blessed by God. The founders of the radio station were Nancy Galvin and Ruben Espinoza. The broadcasting equipment was close to 50 years old, but over the next 3 years, the modernization of the station was begun. On the other hand, you can see our first mobile unit, which worked so well for us for several years. Our first group of announcers and engineers, some of them have passed on, but others have stayed on and are still working with us today. Over the past years, La Tremenda has conducted several activities to improve the education of our children. You can see in these photos the happy faces of children visiting the radio station. In our second year of operation, we asked the Foreign Service in Mexico to send professionals to Oklahoma City to allow Mexican citizens to get consular documents and passports. They were glad to help, and as a result, our people saved money and time by not having to travel to Dallas, Texas for this service. Another practical way La Tremenda has been of service to the community. KZUE La Tremenda provides entertainment, education, and information to its listeners, among other activities. But its first priority has always been to do humanitarian work, to help people with great needs. As an example, we have repatriated more than 300 corpses to their countries of origin when their relatives did not have the money to do it. We have not been alone in this great effort. We have had the cooperation of marvelous people, such as Marcelino Garcia, better known as Chilinos, and Father Robert Quant. On another occasion, we had a man that was dying with only one last request, and that was to see his mother again. We sent him to Veracruz City in Mexico, where he was able to see his mother again and die with peace in his heart. KZUE was invited to participate with the Shrine Circus in activities to help children with special needs. Hundreds of children were the beneficiaries of these activities. They were all smiles and received love in a very meaningful way. April 19th, 1995, was a terrible day for everyone in Oklahoma City. A criminal terrorist took 168 innocent lives in the Oklahoma City bombing and hurt the souls of millions. Nancy Galvin's daughter, Gina Hernandez, was working in the federal building that was destroyed by the bomb. It took rescuers 6 hours to find her trapped in the rubble. It was truly a blessing that she was unhurt. Immediately, La Tremenda took up the challenge and began to help the people. Many days of hard work gave the staff great satisfaction in being able to make a difference in people's lives after this tragic event. La Tremenda supported the purchase of the building that currently houses the Latin Agency, which provides community services to the Hispanic free of charge. After a campaign on the radio by La Tremenda and the people's support of the plan, the school superintendent authorized the transaction. Thanks to that action, today, hundreds of families in the Hispanic community receive many different kinds of help. In these photos, we can see Pat Fennell, Executive Director of the Latin Agency, Victor Johnston, who was at the time the person in charge of the INS office in Oklahoma City, and the Social Security Director, Luis Rodriguez. In other photos, you see staff members of La Tremenda working with different government entities, the Red Cross, churches of many denominations, politicians, and various associations. In 1997, when Hurricane Paulina struck Oaxaca in Mexico, La Tremenda conducted a crusade for helping the people that had lost everything. The station provided money, tons of concrete to rebuild houses, and toys for the children. In 1992, there was a terrible explosion in Guadalajara, Mexico. La Tremenda donated medicines, clothing, and water. These efforts and donations of the station helped thousands who suffered. In 1999, they helped again when our brothers from Honduras suffered the consequences of Hurricane Mitch. La Tremenda was there again in 2001 to help our brothers in El Salvador when an earthquake destroyed several cities. The generosity of the station helped more than 5,000 families with food for 30 days. Because of the magnitude of the disaster, Salvador's government was unable to meet their needs at that time. Then last year, there was the earthquake in Colima, Mexico. La Tremenda donated many different things to help make people's lives better in a very difficult situation. In this disaster, more than 250 families were helped. Before September 11th, we visited then Oklahoma Governor Frank Keating several times to find a solution for obtaining driver's licenses for people without immigration papers. When the solution was close, the terrorist attack of September 11th put the issue on standby until now. During the last 14 years, we have had a yearly activity called Navidad en el Barrio, Christmas in the Neighborhood. With the help of the Air Force, the community, business people, and professionals, we have been able to give Christmas presents to thousands of children in families with low incomes. There is no higher reward than making children smile. Several anniversaries have come and gone, but this one is very special. We are celebrating 15 years that represents 5,475 days of uninterrupted service to our community. With God's blessings, we have had the privilege to be part of the lives of the people that listen to us every day. They have been informed by us. They have smiled listening to our funny programs. And they have responded with their hearts when we have asked them to help others with serious needs. Our listeners are very special people. We feel that they are our family. We want to express our appreciation to our family and everyone present today in this celebration because you have helped us to accomplish our mission in life. And in our own way, we want to say thanks to God for giving us the opportunity to improve the lives of other human beings. Thank you to all of you from the La Tremenda team: Ruben Espinoza, Gabriel Preciado, Lupita Galvin, Manuel Rivera, Ivan Lara, Armando Rodriguez, and especially Nancy Galvin.
Gracias a la vida me ha dado tanto, me dio dos luceros que cuando los abro